My name is Matt, a.k.a. Matty Ice.
My name's Tyler. You can call me Tizzy if you want.
My name's Drew. Go by Drewber.
And of course, your host, Striker.
Drowning out there. Somebody's drowning.
Like, yo, 911.
Brought to you by Warner Brothers.
Your best states.
What is going on, boys? Welcome back to the Saturdays podcast number 5. We are here with your boys, Drew, Tyler, Matt, and your host, Striker. How we feeling, boys? We're back.
Feeling pretty solid. Pretty solid. Ready to get this next one rolling.
We're kind of dragging this morning. It's a little early. We've been stacking up podcasts because we're going to be moving around a bunch. But we're here just for y'all. Make sure to remember that, just for you guys. And hopefully we have some good stuff for you today. Y'all a little quiet? Dragging?
Yeah, a little tired.
Dragging along this morning.
Another day, another dollar.
Yep, pushing them out. Gotta
All
get
right.
the content rolling.
Diving in. So when you guys are seeing this, the Olympics are just about to start. Y'all will be seeing this on
24th.
24th of July?
Whatever that Saturday is.
Saturday the 24th.
Saturday the 24th.
I believe.
Yeah.
So that's going to be way after we record this. So if we sound a little off, just bear with us because we are doing the best we can. Jumping in, Olympic week coming up. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love the Olympics. It's always love watching it every 4 years. The summer's definitely better than the winter ones, but
Yeah, for sure.
love to watch them.
I don't know. I like the snowboarding, though,
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
snowboarding is fun to watch.
because those dudes are nice.
I just feel like all around the summer's better, like with all their sports they have compared to the winters. But the winter, like snowboarding and skiing and all that stuff's better.
Yeah,
I feel like summer has way more sports.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Well, you can do more in the summer. Really, for the
water.
winter, it's just
It's just
snow. Yeah.
I
But
think
they
that
do-
is it. What else do they do in the winter other than
Snowboard, they do
snowboard,
like the
ski?
bobsled,
Is it all
curling.
snow though?
curling, ice skating, right?
Figure skating. I think
Um,
swimming's in winter and summer. I
Probably
feel
because they
like.
do it inside. I'm not exactly sure on that. But summer is nice because I think they got like all the track stuff, which is cool to watch.
Yeah.
Is Usain Bolt back?
I think
I'm
he's
not-
going
I hope
for
so.
another one. I think.
I hope
but
he's
I can't
back.
confirm.
Have y'all ever watched him run like live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you watched him?
No.
Dude,
it's insane.
that dude is crazy.
He's insane.
So has he been on like a break or something, or what is going? Is he just?
No,
like,
he's just
last year?
getting older.
Okay.
Well, I feel like he did compete in the last one though.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, yeah, and he still wins. From what I remember, he still won
Yeah, he
in the
did.
last one. I don't know. He's wild. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's fast. And then DK Metcalf did the trial for the Olympics. You remember that? Where
Yeah, he tried out.
raced? He
Did he
finished.
get cut?
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
cut.
he did not.
But
win.
I mean, still to go out there and compete against him, and he didn't put up bad time.
and he's
he
a
wasn't
big
far.
dude too. He's not
Yeah.
like a little
Yeah.
small skinny track runner. Like that's a big. He's a
Yeah.
big man.
You think Tyreek Hill would have got in?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Those
Probably.
guys like
It's
the track
different.
stars specifically train on running. Like that is their.
It's different. A
All they
field,
do.
when you're fast on a field, it's completely different than on a track. I mean, anybody can, tell that
Yeah.
with being a football star and a track star.
But my thing is, I feel like a lot of like the track runners, it's just like a natural talent that they can just run fast. A
Yeah.
lot of it is natural talent, and I think that's what Tyreek Hill has. He's
Yeah.
got that. He's just naturally fast.
Just the raw speed.
Yes.
Pure raw speed.
And a lot of people, like me versus a lot of other people, like I wasn't born with the raw speed, but like some of those dudes, they were just born that way,
No.
and they can just run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
It could not be you. You're right. What's y'all's favorite sport for the Summer Olympics? This is tough for me.
I'm gonna have to go with basketball. Honestly, I love watching all those dudes compete.
Especially
together.
because USA just destroys everyone they play.
Yeah, I read a
Forgot
stat
about
today that KD leads all Olympics basketball players in points per game and 3-point field goals. They're saying he's one of the best Olympic basketball players to ever do it.
I mean, I think every American player is like one of the best to ever do it because they literally
Oh, yeah.
beat the brakes off of everyone they play.
That's true.
Good to see Kevin Love out there.
Yeah,
I saw a take that said the only reason that Kevin Love was there is because they needed one white guy on the team.
But that's not true, though, because there's been
No, there's-
multiple teams in the past that's been all black.
08 or 2012. One of them was all black.
And then people were getting mad because they put Kevin Love on there, saying why can't it be an all black team?
Yeah, when there's been an all black team.
And Kevin Love's been on the team before, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
He's
so
experience.
old.
And there's, especially on this roster, there's so many young
They're
guys like
young,
Tatum, Booker.
really.
These guys have never been out there, so you really
They need somebody to
you
be
need
a
some
captain.
guys. Yeah, you
Did
need
they
some
put-
guys with experience.
Did they put Luca?
No,
No.
Luka's
He's
not
not
from
American.
He's not
Oh, yeah,
American.
that's true.
But he is.
He'll play
he's
against
playing.
Yeah.
America, and he's going to catch a fat L.
He's been going off though in like the you know how they do like
Against
the World
USA, though?
Nah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
they do like the World Cup thing before, and he's been putting up big numbers.
Well, yeah, but you also got to think, I don't even know where he's from, but there's probably not many people beside him that are going to score a bunch of points.
It's like
Slovenia.
Yeah.
it's the Lithuania or something.
Or
So,
something.
one of those.
Some
Russian-
European-
But anyway, it,
Russian.
honestly, it doesn't even
like,
matter
type
where he's
countries.
from
Russian.
because, honestly, there's probably no one on the team with him that could even score.
He's gonna score all their buckets.
Yeah, literally. He's the only player.
It's gonna be fun to watch too.
Yeah, because they're going to give him the ball every time.
Our biggest competition is normally like Spain or something like that.
I don't know.
With the Gasol brothers, that's what I remember growing up is watching
Yeah.
like the U.S. playing the Gasol brothers out of Spain.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple good overseas teams. Well, good not compared to America, but like good compared to like the other countries. But still, it's just like America comes out and just
Yeah,
How's the
Rolls.
finals work with that though? Like, is there some people in the? Has there been some people in the
So-
finals and they go straight? Like,
Yeah.
because they haven't
Yeah.
practiced with them.
I
yeah.
guess
They
so.
just
So
go
like
straight into
Middleton is on, and Booker
Or on the USA team.
are on the USA team, and they'll go straight from finals to U.S. Olympics.
One of them's taking an L,
Yeah,
so that's gonna be tough.
but the rest of the U.S. Olympic team, like they're already practicing and running scrimmages and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they got to get that chemistry down.
Yeah,
But I think America's gonna just same old. Every year we just destroy everybody else.
That's gonna suck
Win it all.
though. Like going to practice right after you lost to some dude and he's on the same team as you.
yeah.
That really, I wouldn't be too big on that.
I wouldn't even go if I lost. I'll be honest. I don't know.
That's a game of basketball, though. That's like respect. I mean,
Yeah.
But
Take
imagine
it
like
on you.
Booker, he wins and he just keeps talking and talking about
yeah, that
it.
would be bad.
He like goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, take that L."
Yeah.
Like, "Ugh."
What are some other ones y'all like watching?
I like watching the canoeing. Like all them dudes on the
Yeah.
Bro,
fast.
bro.
They're in sync, too, when they're
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
it's so
They're
fun to
nice.
watch and they go
Hauling it.
fast.
Yeah.
Skateboarding is summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love skateboarding.
Skateboarding is fun to watch, especially back in the day when it was like Nigel
Yeah.
Houston, which he still might do
Yeah.
it, but still,
Tony
it was
Hawk.
like a big deal. Tony Hawk,
Yeah.
the goat. That's wild. Those dudes are nice. They're good. Everyone at the Olympics is good, honestly. That's
Yeah.
why I've never set foot on the Olympic roster.
Yeah. I don't think you can really beat the water polo. It's always fun to watch.
Never watch water polo in my entire
Really?
life.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
Really?
A lot
How
of
deep
action.
is the pool?
Like 5 foot.
No, it's deep. They
Four.
can't touch.
Oh.
They can't touch.
No, it's swimming. They swim the whole time. Yeah.
And they're like
I could never do
they're
that.
going after
Nah.
each other. And
They like wrestle.
yeah, in the pool. And they're
It's like
trying to
when we
score
get
a
in the
goal.
pool and play basketball.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Just throwing each other around.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
Does
Yeah,
rugby have an Olympic?
Yeah.
like-
Yeah,
okay. I haven't ever gotten to that, but I'd actually like to watch that.
I'm
But
not sure if America has a rugby team, but
I don't know.
a lot of the other big, like a lot of other countries, rugby's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they came from there.
Yeah, they're big on it. They play that more than we play football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Wild. Yeah. Those dudes are tough.
You see less injuries though, in there than
Rugby.
actual football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Which
they know
is
how to hit.
Strange. Yeah, that's strange though, because they don't wear any protection. But I mean, I guess they wear a little leather helmet or something. But
No,
it's
they don't
not.
even
It's
wear
just- It's just
anything.
like a shirt and
I think
shorts.
some of them do wear a little bit of a padding on their heads, but still, I'm not tough enough to play rugby.
No.
Not at all. Honestly, no.
Probably.
I feel like if you might could play rugby.
You'd have to get real.
Have y'all
physical.
seen like where they're like wrestling all up on each other or on
Yeah.
like the
I
line?
like. I have the size, but the endurance is not there.
Nor the toughness.
Yeah. That's a different breed of toughness. Those dudes go crazy. And the
So-
women.
Women rugby.
Women's rugby is.
Yeah, we had a teacher in high school, Basile, that
Yeah.
played rugby.
Oh my.
Yeah.
God.
I could see her doing that.
That would be so interesting to watch.
Ugh.
God, just going after it on a rugby field. Just
Yeah.
mm,
She wouldn't
That's
be
wild.
too happy about me being there.
yeah. But I'm definitely gonna be tuning in to
After
the
what
Summer
you said.
Olympics.
or what I told her you said.
I'm definitely gonna be tuning into the Summer Olympics because, well, when I can, because it's just cool to watch something different.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't
only-
get to see it that often.
Only happens every 4 years, and this
Yeah.
one was supposed to happen last year, but with COVID,
Yeah.
which we don't know how it's going to go now with this virus because they already eliminated fans out of the Olympics.
Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be so strange not having fans at the Olympics, though, especially like for track meets and stuff.
Yeah, and soccer. Soccer's a big one. I'm not a big soccer guy, but I'll watch soccer when
I didn't
Olympics.
even think about soccer. Like the fan atmosphere at soccer is like
Crazy.
huge.
Yeah.
We're never that good though.
No, America always chokes in
Yeah.
soccer because
So
all those
women's-
Europeans are nasty.
They do that since they've been playing soccer
The
since
Spanish
like
are
2 years
nasty
old.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our women's soccer team's pretty good, though. They've
They used
gotten a
to be
couple
good.
medals.
Yeah, I think they're okay. I don't know about how they are now. I feel like a lot of the old girls have kind of
Yeah,
faded
Mia
now.
Hamm. Bunch
that
of
one
those.
girl?
Never even heard of her. to
Alex
be honest.
Morgan.
Oh,
I feel like she still plays though. And Rapinoe, Megan
Yeah,
Rapinoe,
they
she still
both-
plays.
they
I watched a women's soccer the other day.
it's like the one
match.
sport I don't like, and then you include that. It's just like
I think they're trying to implement lacrosse into
really.
the Olympics
Really?
very
That would
soon.
be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Baseball's
really
back.
cool. Yeah. So
Baseball
now is
back
that going to
in the
be this
Olympics.
summer?
Yep.
That's gonna. Oh, really?
Yep.
Now
They
who's
got
on the American team for that? Since
A
it's in
bunch
the
of-
middle of our season.
a bunch of college prospects.
I see. Because it's literally in the middle of the MLB season.
Yeah, and there's like a couple MLB guys on there, but
But how? How are they doing that?
I think they're letting them take a break and go play in the Olympics to represent America.
I would.
Would you do that?
Yeah, that's an honor.
Even if
to
you're
represent
taking,
your
Nah,
but
country.
you're
depending
gonna
how
take
our
a
team-
massive pay cut probably.
I mean,
I feel like it'd be worth it for the experience if you were good
Yeah.
enough. But if you're gonna lose your spot because you went and played, then I wouldn't
nah,
do it. But I don't know. That's something to think about.
yeah. I mean, it's just tough because you have the MLB season. You want your team to do good, but representing your country in the Olympics, that's a huge deal as an athlete.
Yeah, that's like a huge deal in like your life too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like something
that's
that
true.
really not a lot of people get to do, especially on such a worldwide stage like
Yeah.
that. So to be able to compete at like your sport, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have a hard
Yeah.
time passing that up.
Once in a lifetime thing to
I don't
do.
know.
So.
Yeah, but by the time this drops, the Olympics should be about to start. So
Or
yeah,
may
tune
have
in.
already
We'll be
started.
tuned in. We'll be talking about it some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We might have to do some recaps
Yeah.
as to what happened, because
Not a
hopefully
bad
there'll be
idea.
some good stuff. Definitely got to watch parts of it. Moving on, talking about the rock music industry, because personally I feel like, dude, it's falling off,
Yeah, definitely for sure.
and bands are
After-
just not popular anymore.
No.
It's like individual artists now, like
Yeah.
run the show.
Like after like the '90s, early 2000s, it's really just completely.
Turns into beats, not actual instruments.
Yeah.
used
An
anymore.
auto tune.
Now let me ask y'all this: why do you think that the music industry has gone more to individual artists instead of bands like it used to be? Why do you think that changed?
The drama that used to go on between like members of the bands and
That
getting
is true.
instead
there
of
was a lot
instead of working with 4 people's schedule, you're working with one person's schedule, and
and a producer.
it's
Yeah.
easier.
I feel like the times have changed too, like our generation and
Yeah.
ones before us. You know,
And back
Yeah.
then they didn't have like the technology to sit down on your computer and make a beat either.
Yeah.
No,
Like
they just
really,
did it themselves.
yeah, instruments were the only way
Yeah.
that they had back like anything in the background besides singing.
I'm sad though because
It's-
I love rock.
Bands are cool.
80s,
Country
90s.
still does all right with bands.
yeah, but it's just like you'll never beat the 70s, 80s, 90s rock, like that era with
No.
the instruments and how talented those dudes were on the
They
guitar.
could play the
and
guitar
drums.
so well.
You're never gonna beat that.
That was the best. It's kind of sad that changed for me.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Yeah.
depressing,
Yeah,
honestly.
What would you consider the Migos?
They're like a rap group.
Okay.
yeah.
You don't see
You
a whole
can't
lot
really
of
call them
group.
a band because it's not because
They're not
normally
playing
bands had
instruments.
one or two singers
Yeah.
and then like a lead guitarist, but the lead guitarists were just as famous as the lead singers.
and
Yeah.
the drummers.
Drummers.
Yeah, the
too.
drummers were the same way. It was like the whole band they were all famous. Now it's like you got the 3 Migos and they're all famous, and then like the background singers and everything else you
Yeah.
got going on, no one even knows
Yeah.
about. No one
Yeah.
even cares about.
And then back then, a lot of how they played was when people came to see them, and now you can just like look it up, and it's not even that serious. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like that. Like it was an experience to go see like your favorite rock band go play.
Yeah.
So it,
Like our parents talk about. I'm sure y'all
Yeah.
have heard y'all's parents talk
like
about.
we go to concerts now, but it's just we're watching one person and they're just singing.
Yeah.
Like honestly, my dream, like obviously it'll never happen, but imagine going back to Woodstock. like
That would be
back
dope.
in the day.
A lot of stuff going on there though. Besides,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
I mean
band
you
part.
got, but it's just like
It's
the
disgusting.
experience.
Really.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it's gross.
nasty. But even like the festivals nowadays, they're all nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
People are like doing the craziest stuff on the
Drugs
craziest
and-
They don't
drugs.
shower for like
They
a
don't
week.
shower. They use the bathroom in the middle of all the
Continuous-
people. Like
Yeah, bro.
continuous shit
Imagine
smell. Walking around, people are doing coke and stuff.
You're stepping in the shit.
yeah, you're like sitting there like vibing your
you're
arms,
like,
and
oh
you turn,
gosh.
and there's just a girl or a dude just dropping a fat one on the ground, and you're just like, yo.
It's like, dude, but like you couldn't leave because you couldn't get back to where you were.
Yeah.
Nobody cares because they're so high off some.
Yeah, they were just high as kites. They didn't know they were doing it anyways.
Yeah.
I love this song.
This beat goes hard, bro.
Oh, my fault, my guy.
Just showing his foot.
That has to be so like,
Just awkward. And
but like
weird.
having that experience would be so wild. I definitely feel like backstage passes were probably the way to go if you could afford them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that way you're not standing out there in the.
I don't know. The
crazy
bands do
crowd.
some more crazy.
They do some wild stuff
Yeah.
too.
Imagine being like the one, like you go with the big friend group, and you're like the DD, you're the one sober dude of that trip.
There's
You're-
no way
you're
nobody
down
was
bad.
DD because you live there.
Yeah,
They're like
you,
up in tents.
you sleep in the grass and stuff for like
a week.
weeks.
Yeah.
I thought people got hotels and stuff. They stay like on site.
No.
I mean,
If
they
you seen-
might, but you're not gonna get. It's like no, most like Coachella.
Yeah.
Most people stay the whole time there.
No, thank
Like,
you.
and they don't sleep. They do not sleep
Or shower.
or shower.
What
Yeah,
if
they
at that
don't
one
shower.
time you did fall asleep, like your tongue drops out and there's a cigarette butt and you just snatch it? Okay.
It was like I saw this thing talking about Coachella. And it was like everyone like sees all the glam of like everybody getting dressed up and all nice and like going on the first day, and then it was like no one ever posts about the 5th day of Coachella when you haven't showered in 4 days. You've been in massive crowds off the craziest drugs of your life, and you can't hardly walk, and you're like covered in mud.
You're probably wearing half the clothes you came in there with.
You
It's like
lost
rips
everything
across
you
the
brought
shit.
with you. Your phone's gone. Your
This shit was
keys, your
lit, bro.
wallet. You're broke. Someone stole all your money. It's like, that's so
That might be
bad.
home for you now.
Yeah.
You go in everybody's tents and trailers.
Okay, after like Woodstock or like these big festivals, like what do you think because you know there's a bunch of people just like slumped out on the grass and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
think there's people that their designated jobs like, hey, get up,
Yeah,
get up,
for sure,
yeah,
wake
security.
up, let's get on
I
out.
don't even think they do that. They probably get a bucket of water. Come on.
Or they hop back on the speakers or something.
It's like if you are sleeping in the grass, I'm asking you to please leave.
Probably after the first time they start kicking and throwing water on everybody.
Because you know there's some guys that are like passed out, like not gonna wake
Yeah.
up.
Taking lit cigarettes. Wake up.
They're probably just carrying them. They're probably carrying them out like, on their shoulders, man. It's like,
They got little like wheelbarrows just filled with people off drugs, wheeling them out of there.
and another thing is, think about all the people that are like throwing up because they're drunk and like high and stuff. Because you know people are throwing up out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And it's hot.
Oh.
That's the worst part. It's
You
like
smell it.
Coachella's like 110 degrees. So it's like,
Oh.
all that stuff is just baking out there, boy. Like honestly, before this podcast, I was like, man, it'd be fun to go to one of these festivals. And now that we talk about it, I'm like, man, I really don't want to go to these festivals.
What, the hangover would be the worst.
Golly, the
Oh my
coming
God.
down from that.
Imagine that
You
road
probably don't
trip
even
back
have
home.
hangovers. Like as soon as you wake up, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like they don't
Pop the
stop.
pill.
A lot of
Yeah.
times, like they do so much drugs that they don't sleep and they just
They
it
don't
doesn't
feel anything
stop.
until a couple days after. Like, yo.
They're like,
what happened?
Dude, that car ride
they
back
come down
would
like
be
3 weeks
miserable.
later.
Go back to work, still
Oh,
messed
That
up.
concert was a cassette tape, man.
Y'all see my wallet, phone, keys.
Did we even go to Coachella?
Where'd my car?
Where's my car?
You get back to
You
Times
see it
Square.
burning in the
You-
parking lot?
You see somebody whipping your car around Coachella.
You come back, go to work, someone's like, hey, how's the concert? And you really just don't know
Yeah,
how
I-
the concert was.
They're like, who performed with it?
Someone.
I
There was
don't
someone
know.
up there
It was
singing.
good. Gosh, that's hilarious to me.
You sold me your car. You don't remember?
But it's so funny because like Coachella and all those festivals are like so hyped up.
Yeah.
It's like a flex when you go, but then people don't even talk about what happens when you get there.
Because when you're a celebrity, like the ones who post it, you know, they're living lavish. They are staying in like hotels.
Yeah, they're like
passes.
they're backstage. They're doing their own.
It's
But
like these
those
people that
randoms
barely
who-
No, I'm
got
talking
enough
about
money
like
to get in.
yeah, I'm talking about like the Instagram like models with like 10K followers that are posting like, yeah, we're going to Coachella, and then they're stuck in the crowds and everything. It's just like they probably don't even know what's coming for them. They're about to meet a beast when they walk in those gates.
Because you know there's some homeless people like lingering around.
They're probably selling you drugs as you walk in.
There you go. Little pop-up tent.
He's got his
cocaine,
he's got his
heroin,
coat.
crack.
Yeah, they got tents in
Liquor store.
pop-up liquor store. They sell you liquor
Airplane
and
bottles.
heroin.
2 for $20.
It's just the press of a button, something pops up.
That is ridiculous. All right, moving off the Coachella rock music topic, which is hilarious, by the way. I think
Yeah.
that is hilarious. Karenikoff, this is old news now by the time y'all see this. But she started OnlyFans. She made $1 million the first day. That would be nice. But if you knew you could make $1 million on the first day, so one day of an OnlyFans, you could make $1 million, would you do it?
For me, it just like what does it matter what I'm posting?
That's what I was.
Well,
gonna
you know
ask.
why everyone downloaded Karenikoff's OnlyFans was to basically see her nude.
Yes.
So therefore,
Would I have
you
to?
can imply that that's what you would need to post
Then no,
to make the $1 million.
I wouldn't do it. And it's not in my like. It goes against my beliefs. I just don't.
I don't know, probably. God. Probably not.
That's Matt.
We're in a different world now where like it's shift completely. Like women have kind of lost respect for themselves. I would say some women have, and I think
It goes against
that
my
would
beliefs.
yeah. They go against my beliefs, and I feel like I'm losing respect for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I can just show my body on a.
That is true.
But I don't know if.
But that
if
$1 million
I was
though,
gonna say if they like came in right now and they just open up $1 million and you're looking at it, you're like,
you're like, oh,
We want you nude now.
Like you're thinking about all the things that you could buy with that $1 million, and you're like, cars, trucks, boats, houses.
God, I don't know.
Investments.
I say no, but
That'd be smart.
I say no, but if there was $1 million in front of my face,
It would be so hard to turn
I'd
it
do
down.
a lot of things for $1 million.
Yeah, because like everyone talks about, they're like, "What would you do for $1 million?" And then they'd say the most outrageous things. But then, like when you really get faced with the question, like, "Would you make the OnlyFans?" And I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Heck yeah, I don't care."
Yeah, but then they gotta look back and be like, what do I do with all my money?
Yeah, because then your kids look back and they're like,
Yeah, that too.
"Is that you?"
And you know, if you're doing that, you're spending that $1 million, and your kids have nothing to do with it.
Laying the roads.
Or, like you go and meet your like
Trying
wife's,
to take all the videos off.
you go and meet your wife's family and they know about it and it's just nice and awkward at the family cookouts.
See, or you like roll up with like a ton of money with nice cars, and they're like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" And you're like, I work in the
Adult film.
Adult
social
entertainment.
media OnlyFans industry." I don't know. That's tough.
I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's really tough. All right, we're gonna dive into some would you rather questions. Make y'all think a little bit on this early morning. Loosen us up. Well, I think Coachella loosened us up, but
Yeah.
the would you rather is gonna continue to do that. All right, so first one. Would you rather live with air conditioning and heat for the rest of your life, or would you rather have the internet for the rest of your life? You can have either or.
Internet.
Dude. Because, like, I would say internet, but if you're sitting at your computer and you're just sweating and it's 100 degrees and
like
your house is
shaking.
90
You
degrees,
can't feel your
and then, like,
thumbs.
every night when you have to go to sleep and your room's, like, 90 degrees, it'd be like, why did I pick the internet?
Actually, I'm gonna
I feel like you would regret it.
change my answer here and I'm gonna go with AC and heat because my phone has cellular data.
Right. You
Well,
know
that's
what
a-
that question
But you
means.
can't get on the internet on your
Yeah.
phone, so it's...
So you'd be sitting in your house probably playing board games with AC. Is that what you want to?
If you didn't have internet, you wouldn't even have a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to like you couldn't really play video games. You couldn't really watch TV. That is so hard. What do you think, Tyler?
I'm good.
I'm taking heat in there.
Man,
I'll be living out
If you take heat and air, that means the podcast is done.
I don't have to be on the internet. I just gotta speak my voice.
You're gonna scream it out in the front door.
Y'all can
Talk to the neighbors.
If y'all pick it, we can do that.
Hey guys, gather around my house. We're doing a podcast.
I got the heat and air here.
Yeah, if y'all want to sponsor the podcast, please make sure to do so. Because if you don't, we might not have heating and air in this house much longer.
We might not.
I'm just kidding. That's just a joke, by the way. But if you feel generous and would like to do that, we are more than grateful for your contribution. Matt, what do you think? Heating and air or internet?
I gotta go internet. I got you. I'll take the heat and I'll take the cold. But
I don't want to hear a phone
See,
call. Wait, I can't get a phone. I knock at the door. Please let me in.
He said, I don't want to hear the phone call. Oh, wait. I can't get a phone call.
that's cool. You won't even be able to get a hold of me.
But low-key, I mean, if, like, when it's really cold outside, you could light a fire in a fireplace. You could warm your house. You could have blankets. The
I'm
worst
fine with
is
that,
the heat.
but the heat.
The worst is the heat. The cold's not the problem. It's the heat.
Fans.
Middle of the summer,
Put
if
some
it's
fans,
90
fans?
degrees.
Put the
But
kiddie pool in
fans
my
still
room.
don't.
No,
Fans still don't
can't
make
push
it.
out that.
It's just blowing the hot air.
All you'd have to do is put your fan in front of the fridge, move your fridge to your bedroom, open the
your energy bill.
open the fridge. and
That's
just-
gonna cost you. Oh, that'll
Hey, that's
cost you.
innovative though.
I guess so.
Spend $1,000 a month on a fridge.
All right, so this next one kind of ties into the one we just said. Would you rather have every day of the year just extremely hot sun or extreme negative temperature cold weather?
Negative temperature.
Cold weather.
It'd have to be cold.
See, I feel like cold, but then if it's cold, then you really cannot go outside to really do much. You're not going to go outside and play a game of basketball.
I just see us all, copping the snowmobiles.
Yeah.
Whipping
Living
them
off the
around.
land.
I
Well,
guess
it'd be
so.
cold,
It'd be
but
like
it's
we
not
live in a,
technically snowing.
Yeah.
but if it rains, if it's that cold, then it's going to
We'll get
snow.
some
We'll
snow.
definitely have some snow.
I'd be
So on a
fine.
day like today, we'd be covered in snow.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that other than blistering heat. every day.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's probably
A
the
lot
best
less
thing.
smell too
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
cold.
that's true.
Yeah.
But just imagine like your toes froze up and it's like painful.
My big toe always freezes, no matter what. It's just my big toe.
All right, and then last one for would you rather. Would you rather find a dead body on your own, or would you rather witness a deadly assault, aka a murder?
I'd rather find a dead body so I don't get caught up watching an assault and this man looks over at me and he's like, "Oh, you're next."
Speaking of that, sorry to get off topic for a second, but there was a guy that was a golfer that witnessed a murder, and then right after, they killed him too.
That's what I'm saying.
That just happened.
That's what I'm saying.
That literally just happened, but Tyler, what do you think? Dead body, deadly assault.
Probably rather watch a murder.
Why don't watch a
Just
murder?
run away. Just run away.
Rather watch a murder. I'd rather watch a
murder.
murder, probably.
You better hope your stamina looks good.
Hey, I'm in the corner.
4K, 4K.
He looks at me.
You got your you got your pistol on you too?
Yeah, I got
Oh.
my pistol. I'm trying to pull it out and shoot my legs.
Oh,
Nah, I'd probably.
You step in it, it's just like a bad like sequence of like events and
Just keep going downhill.
Vlogging, somebody gets shot.
You step in a foul.
oh gosh, that would be hilarious. I would be so afraid to find a dead body. I don't know why. I just find that is so like creepy to me.
Imagine you roll up and it's like a famous celebrity. You just
See somebody get
Michael
murdered.
Jackson.
Good shot.
Oh.
Depending on what he's murdering for, you never know, really.
Yeah.
Unless he's coming after you, he's probably in the wrong.
one can only hope.
What's your thoughts, Matt? Dead body?
I'll
dead
find the dead body. I ain't gonna be around any of that killing because I'll probably get killed. Only thing I
I'm
got-
going deadly assault. Did you said deadly assault,
Yeah.
murder?
Yeah, I'd rather
You
watch
said
it.
Dead body.
really, so we split on that one.
I'd rather
Alright.
watch it happen.
Roll up. Hey, let's get. Ooh.
Like, yo, where's Drew at?
Ooh.
Bro, you good?
All right.
Danny, how you feel? Oh, food great.
2 podcasts ago, we dove into a TikTok where it was kids under 15, boys in general, were asking questions. And then guys over 15, a.k.a. the Saturday podcast crew, is answering the $1 million questions that these kids had to ask. So, starting out for the first question, do girls really care about height?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I think yes. They look at Drew and they're like, hell no.
The girls can say, "Funnel, baby."
Depends on the height.
Girls can say, "Oh, if his height don't start with a 6, he can't. Like he's for the birds or something."
Why we nodding our head?
But we can't say if her weight starts with 2.
And who are you?
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, I feel like height does matter, but then on the other hand, I think one thing that matters more than height is clout.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
girls
got
are
clout,
chasers.
no one cares how tall you are.
Yeah,
Most celebrities are short anyways.
it's true.
But most dudes are short now. A lot of guys are short.
There's a lot of tall guys there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not short on the Saturday's podcast. We're
Well,
pretty tall. Hey,
Tom,
Striker's the short one.
Hey, pipe down over there. Pipe down over there. Matt, what do you think? Do girls care about height?
Yeah, they do.
I
'Cause-
guess they do.
I don't know. That's all. I feel like that's always been a thing though, because girls are like, yeah, I want a tall guy, and then just like a like decent sized woman looking at a smaller dude, she's gonna be like, hell no, like I just can't.
yeah.
So I think they do care.
Do you think a girl would not date you if you were 5'9" instead of say 6'1"?
Depends. The
Depends
girl.
the clout.
Yeah,
But you
And the
think
clout.
most girls would not date you?
There's a lot of
5'9" I feel like
variables
is
to
a-
this.
that's not bad.
Not bad, but if you're going like 5'6", 5'7" to 6'1", I feel like most girls would choose the 6'1" guy first.
But what if it was just you? Like if you were if you had a girlfriend and say, with how tall you are, what 6'1",
Nah.
Yeah,
6 foot?
5'10"-ish.
bro. What?
Okay, and then but say you were 5'10", like he said, do you think the girl would not like you?
5'10".
Well,
Just 'cause you were
girls
shorter.
don't like me anyways, so
There's a reason for that.
All girls are the same.
All right, well we'll move on. That's kind of I don't know.
Let's not get Drew in his feelings.
All right, here's
Drew balls on camera.
All right, is it worth it to focus on school?
Yes.
it depends on what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
If you want to go into like trade work or the military, live your life in high school. But but if you want to like get into like Duke or Carolina and become this big doctor, then yeah, focus on your grades.
Yeah, I think you're right where you said it all depends on what you're trying to do. If you're like,
Nowadays, it's like getting a college degree. You gotta have a certain job to. I don't know. It's just like they look at a bachelor's degree. Some jobs and everybody has them now. Now they're looking for masters. Now they're looking
Yeah.
for doctorates. And,
Yeah, it's just gonna keep rising.
but
and
it,
rising.
yeah, it really just all depends on what you're really trying to. That's my advice. Is it just all depends on what you're trying to do. But I would say it don't not care about school at all.
Yeah.
Like, give effort, but some people need to work harder than others,
Yeah,
depending on what you're wanting to do.
but don't just like
But
not
what
show
about-
up to class. And
Just to play devil's advocate here, what about if you don't know what you want to do?
then
then focus on.
Then
Focus
focus
on
on
school.
school. Yeah. What do you think, Matt?
I agree with what y'all all had to say. Just like it depends on who you are and what you want to do, like y'all said. So, I mean, if you want to go do big things at big colleges, yeah, focus on school. But if you're not really that motivated to do that kind of stuff, I mean, there's always trade work, there's military, like you said. So
But you can do
take
both.
that route.
You can focus on school and still, like on the weekends or after
Yeah, you
school,
can still
think
have a
about
good
what you
time.
have to do.
Yeah, and have fun.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
memories.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about what you have to do when you're in high school, like right at like freshman, sophomore, junior
now,
year.
junior and senior year, focus up.
Well, if you're already focusing on school and doing good, then you don't have to worry about, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
One piece of advice that I'll give is if you are thinking about going to college, then focus
Don't do
on
it.
school.
Yeah, just focus on school.
Then focus on school because you don't want to get to that point where you're applying for colleges and you got a bunch of them that you would really want to go to, but you can't because you don't get in.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck going to a school that you really don't want to go to.
Yeah.
Because that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, they just don't care in high school, and it's all of a sudden you get to senior year and like, oh, I want to apply to college, and
And they can't really go where they want.
yeah.
So, all right. That sounds pretty good. I guess that's good advice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll last one here. What's advice for you to tell your younger self? What's advice? What would you tell your younger self? Drew, you can start it, Drew.
Don't fall in love.
Just keep your head up and keep pushing and invest in Bitcoin.
I was about to say that.
So you're saying invest in Bitcoin?
No,
you're saying no.
Don't say
not
that.
like that.
Advice.
Keep your head up, and you shouldn't have taken all those AP classes. Like, don't take the AP classes. Just stick with honors in high school. Because I feel like that was like a big waste of time in my high school experience. AP classes.
You do it anyways.
Tyler, what you got? That was not very good.
Appreciate it.
That was not that good.
You know what I'm gonna say? Stay motivated, not just in school, but everything you do. Everything's gonna work out. God has a plan, so stop stressing so hard about everything.
I got one that I feel just recently in the last couple of years is when I've really noticed this. But if I could look back to my younger self, the biggest thing I'd tell myself is do not care what anybody else thinks or has to say, because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so many people get caught up not doing what they want to do or so worried about what other people think that they don't even do what makes them happy because they're wanting to make other people happy that don't even matter.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest advice for myself. Matt, what you got?
Something I've been experiencing recently is like, I feel like I always got to be surrounded by friends like 24/7. That's how it was. Like I was always with a friend. But I tell my younger self, don't feel like that. You don't have to like, because I feel like everything I do, I got to require a friend to like be there to do it. So that's what I would tell myself. Like you don't need a friend every time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good advice.
Yeah, that is good advice. Because I think a lot of people do get caught up like needing someone there with you, but
yeah.
no, you learn a lot when you're by yourself,
yourself.
when you're alone.
You don't depend on a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you can depend on yourself and when you can be happy with yourself is then when you can really form those good relationships
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
with
good.
other people, with girls, with your friends, with your family, with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's good. All right, to wrap things up, we're going to play a little game. I got some trivia questions. So I'm going to ask you the question. So don't look at my answers over here. I'm going to ask you the question, and then y'all are going to
I haven't
guess
seen any of them. I can't even read that.
what you're going to guess what the answer is. So we'll start it off. How many alcoholic beverages does a person consume on average in 1 week? The average person. How many do they drink?
There's a lot of people out there who don't drink. There's a lot of people out there who drink a lot. So I'm going to go like 10 to 12.
No, one number.
12.
Tyler,
I'm gonna go with 6.
Matt.
In a week.
1 week. Average alcoholic drinks a person consumes.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm gonna say none of y'all are correct. The average alcoholic drinks a person consumes in 1 week is 9.
Oh,
9.
We were both 3 apart.
I was close.
But you got to think 9. That's still over. That's like over 1 a day.
That's true.
It's good
Yeah.
to drink 1 beer a day.
Yeah, it is.
Or like a glass
But
of
most
red
people are
wine a day.
drinking like 3 on Thursday, 3 on Friday, and 3 on Saturday, or probably vice versa. 4 on
The later in
Friday,
the week is the
3 on
higher
Saturday.
Or maybe they drink all
Or
of it in one
non-Saturday.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, they can drink 9 on Saturday. All right, next question. The global rate for washing your hands after using the
Nobody
toilet
does it.
is what percent? What percent of people wash their hands after using the
They
toilet
probably lied,
globally?
Globally, well, you got to think like
40.
no, because like there's a lot of
Okay.
poor places that
Yeah, that's
don't
true.
have water to wash their
Okay,
hands.
I'm
so-
talking about people
Wow,
that
bro.
people
You
that
said globally.
Wow.
okay, it is globally, but I'm saying
They have the
for
ability,
people that
bro.
have like a bathroom and a sink where they could wash
11%.
their hands.
Dude. I'm gonna go 18.
18. Matt was the closest. The global rate for washing hands after using the toilet is 20%. That means 80% of the population does not wash their hands.
1 out of 5.
You're one.
I am one. Thank you.
And I'm two.
I ain't contesting to that.
I know you, buddy.
All right. Next question. How many U.S. adults cannot read over the 3rd grade level? How many Americans cannot read as a 4th grader?
What's America's population?
350 million. But how many U.S. adults can't read over the 3rd grade level? You got to remember the 3rd grade
I thought
level
we're above
is.
that.
Yeah.
There was like
There's
at one
7
point, like,
billion people.
7 billion people.
We're at
world.
350, 400 million in America,
Really?
right around there. Yeah.
India has a lot of.
Dang, we're missing out on a lot of people.
Yeah. India has a ton.
Um,
Okay,
I'm gonna have to go with like a.
and the answer is in millions, by the way. I'm just
Oh.
giving you advice.
10 million.
We go
Okay,
with
10 million,
probably 12 million.
12. What you got?
I'd round it up to about 22.
All right, y'all gonna be shook.
It's stupid high.
In America, there are 36 million adults who cannot read over the 3rd grade level. That is sad.
My bad, bro.
That is really sad.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well, I'm not trying to
That's
seem like on a
Stand
touchy
in them.
subject here, but do they count like
Immigrants.
mentally like challenged people?
I'm not sure who they polled for this, but all I know is I think it's just they get it from the statistics from elementary or from schools. I don't know where they get it, but anyways, 36 million U.S. adults cannot read over the 3rd grade level.
Makes
That is
sense.
tough.
That's a lot of people. We are dumb. All right, last question before we wrap up 5th podcast. How many pounds of ice cream does the average American eat every year?
Pound.
In pounds.
In pounds,
6 pounds.
6 pounds. Tyler, what you got?
there's a lot of obese people in this world.
And a
In
lot of people
America.
eat a lot of ice cream.
I'm gonna go with.
But some people don't eat ice cream. So
Go away.
Vegetarian.
What'd you say?
6
you
pounds.
said 6 pounds.
Probably want to double that. I'm gonna go with 12.
What you got?
11.
11. The average American every year eats 13 pounds of ice cream. You almost had it. I
Bro,
was about
there's
to
a
be
lot
like,
of obese
That's a
people.
lot of pounds of ice cream.
dude, 13 pounds of ice cream in a year? Gah.
Yeah.
I wonder how much.
I'm not even that big on ice cream.
I'm a big ice cream eater.
People do get like gallons of ice cream though.
Yeah.
At a time. Yeah.
The best is ice cream and waffle cones.
Oh,
Yeah.
You a goofy goober.
I probably eat 10. I would say if I had to guess, I eat 10 pounds of ice cream a year.
I haven't ate a lot of ice cream.
No, I'd
For a
say
while.
like.
I don't really.
Maybe not.
I'm not a
I'd say
sweets
like
kind of guy.
3 or
I don't eat.
I don't eat a lot of sweets.
I don't. Okay, let me take that back because there's no way I eat 10 pounds of ice cream.
Was that cake last night ice cream too?
Yeah,
it was.
Oh,
you got that.
You
We had
ate
an ice
14
cream cake
pieces.
last night.
I think I might be on the verge of 24 gallons.
Gallons.
Pounds.
24 gallons of ice cream. You heard it here first.
Alright.
the 24 rack of beer. We're getting the 24 rack of ice cream.
But you get down it quicker than the beer.
All right, boys. That's really all we got for today. Y'all got anything?
No,
else
thanks for
you wanna
tuning
talk
in.
about?
Appreciate y'all.
Thank
You got anything left?
Thank you.
Keep
It's a
sending
grind.
I'm good. All
Keep
right.
sending.
Thank you guys. Whether you're watching on Apple Music Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts,
Google
YouTube, Google Podcasts, or the many other sites that we're on. Whether you're watching in Germany, Puerto Rico, America, wherever else you're watching, Canada, 1%. And this guy's shaving his head. 100 subs.
And I'll buzz my head live on the podcast.
This guy's shaving his head.
200 subs.
200 subs.
Shave my head.
Wax his
legs.
He's shaving his head and waxing
Striker,
his
what are
leg
you
hair.
doing?
Yeah, we'll get back to that one, boys.
Hey, I'm gonna up it from 1%. I'm gonna go 5.
Nah, it's already one. We shook on it already.
One guy from Canada listens to it.
If one guy
Even if
from
he
Canada
watches it for
watches
a
this
second.
video, you're
Yeah,
done.
you're done.
That's brutal, bud.
Oh well. It'll grow back.
Ah.
It's summer.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
That's a bald head, though.
I think we should be.
You said scalp, so it's getting scalped.
Yeah, I'm not putting a guard on it.
Also, if y'all have not checked out the TikTok, there's gonna be a bunch of new stuff getting posted up there very soon. So give us a follow. It'll be linked down in the description. But boys, I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. So make sure to
Like,
Subscribe.
Throw us a comment.
and throw us a follow at all our different places. If you feel generous and want to throw a donation, you can do that on Anchor.
Or
You
just
can also
ring the bell next to the subscribe, dude.
Yeah,
Keep
ring
you
the
posted.
bell. Check out our YouTube channel if you want. If you're listening to the podcast without seeing the video, there is a full video podcast on YouTube, so you can also check us out there. Make sure to subscribe
yeah.
to
See
that.
our pretty faces.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you can check out Drew's
Face.
Goblin.
his
Gizzard.
His gizzard.
attire. But all right, boys, I think that's all we got for the day. Thank you guys for tuning
Appreciate
in.
it, boys.
If you guys want to sponsor us, please do it. If you want to leave us some voice messages, go on Anchor. You can do that as well. But like I said, thank you, and I will see y'all on the next one. All right, boys, we good?